episode 399. I'm at the Cross Border Summit venue doing a little intro today, and today's show we're talking about selling lingerie made in Thailand around the world. It's a fun one. Let's tune in.
Welcome to the Global from Asia podcast, where the daunting process of running an international business is broken down into straight up actionable advice. And now, your host, Michael Michelini.
All right, so thank you for tuning in. We're almost episode 400. Today we're at 399. We have Ian. He's a business owner, a gladiator, as I call it, e-commerce gladiator, seller, sells lingerie, really cool lingerie, showing it. We got video version for those watching and also, of course, audio. Check out the video if you can. We are here at it was our 5th Chiang Mai meetup after COVID, where we talk about Ian's experiences, 10 years since he started selling lingerie on Amazon and Etsy and his website, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Also, we're preparing for our 5th annual Cross Border Summit, November 16th and 17th, and we have early bird coming out this week. crossbordersummit.com. Grab them. There's not that many. We got people actually bugging us to buy these, so definitely grab that opportunity. And after the show, after the interview with Ian, I'm going to do a little promo video. I got my script right here if you want to hear about what's in store for Cross Border Summit this year. So let's first tune into Ian's interview. Let's go. All right, we have Tommy, the sales manager at Cross Better Logistics. How are you, Tommy?
Hi, everyone.
We just got to meet here in Shenzhen, China. It's great. They support the show at Global from Asia, and we also use them ourselves for many of our brands and e-commerce businesses. And Tommy really cares. They always are trying to help us save money. You know, you have some products you keep for us in China. You have some products you keep for us in the U.S. warehouse, and I really appreciate that. And you can talk to this seller, right? You can give them your advice. You work with many Chinese sellers a lot, right? And you can help the sellers understand more.
Yeah, we are very professional for the shipment to USA and Canada. Also, we have a warehouse in USA and Canada. We can help our factories, suppliers, sellers for the shipment.
Yes.
Yeah, for the e-commerce business.
Yep, and you even keep stuff in China too. So sometimes if you have the limitations of sending too much to Amazon, you can keep it here in China with Cross Better, or you can send, of course, to the U.S. warehouse. They have many different options, and they're always trying their best to find out what's the best solution for you. So definitely talk to Tommy, talk to Cross Better, and thank you for your support of the community.
Yes, we have good pricing and better service.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Our 5th post-COVID Chiang Mai FBA meetup, and I'm excited for today's case studies. Our first guest, the first few meetups was just me sharing, but today we have Ian with us, selling and also manufacturing locally here in Thailand. I know a lot of people want to learn more about selling from Thailand, manufacturing in Thailand, that have been feedback. I just got back from China myself, but Ian, it's really a pleasure to have you on the show.
It's the first time I've been doing anything like this. So.
Well, this is my favorite part. I like to find people like you that are on the ground doing business, not just going on podcasts and promoting yourself, but you're in the trenches in Asia business, selling. That's what I want. I want to find people like you and show people around the world what you're doing. So, can you share a little bit about yourself?
My name's Ian Brochie. I'm from London, England. I retired when I was 50. Moved to France, sold my business in England, moved to France, spent 10 years restoring a chateau in France, which I still own if anyone wants to buy it, by the way, and got very bored and had personal problems and decided to look to moving somewhere else. And Thailand, I've always fancied Asia, never been, and I thought, yeah, why not? So I started looking around, met a very beautiful girl, came over here, fell in love, got married within 6 months, so now I'm here. I'm a designer, so my business is design. I designed in England. I had my own design company for 10, 15 years, did very well until the recession, and I lost that, so start again. So one of the things I do believe in is having some passion in what you're doing. If you've got no passion about what you're making or selling, you might as well forget it. So you've got to have some interest in what you're doing. And you know, when you've got a very beautiful wife and you go looking for lingerie and it's pretty much rubbish, yeah? It's not great. It's not great. You know, we went to London, we went shopping in Oxford Street, and it was all for oversized ladies, yeah? There was nothing for small women. I mean, there was nothing. So we thought, okay, we'll come back to Thailand. Well, we looked here as well. There was nothing really worth buying here. So we came back. We thought, we'll buy it and bring it over here and sell it. Well, we found that no one wanted to actually deal with Thailand because they were worried about being copied, yeah? So we thought, okay, we'll start making it. Now, that's a whole new ball game, because once you start manufacturing, which I'd done before, and you don't know anything about it, you're starting from scratch. This is 10 years ago. The learning curve's very quick because it's costing you money every time you make a mistake. But anyway, we got it up, we got it going, and it started to go quite well. We learned a lot on the way. I like to make high quality product, and I like to make product that is different from anybody else's. You know, you have to have a niche in the market. If you want to sell something, you don't want to be out there competing with all the other people with the same product. You've got to have something that's got that edge. Quality always has the edge. So if you can price it reasonable and produce really high quality stuff, you've got a reasonable chance. Then after that, it's about marketing. And the one thing you learn in lingerie, it is one of the hardest businesses to be in, because you're up against everything. You're up against everything. You know, it is one of the hard. You get banned on YouTube. It's just like really, really difficult. We started off with our own website. As you can see it, it's orangedeshow.com. The name of our company, by the way, is Orange de Show.
There's his name cards are there. It's a little bit hard to, and it has a meaning. And
it's French for fallen angel. I wanted fallenangel.com, but it was gone. So I used the French version, and then we designed the car, we designed the logo. We're registered in America, so we're a brand registered in America, and our logo and everything is registered in America. I used America because it's the strongest legal bite, yeah? I've already had one in Brazil copied and I got them off. So it's one of the strongest places to register your business if you want to register a brand, because you've got a lot of, you know, go-getter lawyers over there. So it's pretty good. So that's why we did that, which actually came in handy when we went to Amazon, because we're brand registered on Amazon. So it gave us a little bit more shout. We learned a lot. We made a few mistakes. We all make mistakes, but not too expensive. And we put those to one side and we carried on. We're probably, I can't say definitely because there might be someone somewhere, we're probably the largest G-string designers in the world. Probably. You know, that probably? There's always going to be some. We have 100 different designs. We carry over 2,000 in stock. They're all handmade, all hand-packed, yeah? That's just G-strings. We have a whole range of more expensive stuff as well, going up to $200. So our sets go up to $200, our full set. So we start from $33 to $200, yeah? I don't want to do cheap stuff. You know, you want the quality stuff, you have to pay for it, you know? And everything is meticulously done. There is no that will do. It has to be absolutely perfect. If there's a mark on a board, it's gone. It's in the bin. We don't have any rejects. There are no rejects. Our return rate is virtually zero. Even on Amazon, we probably get 4 returns a year, 5 returns, and 3 of those go back into stock because they never got opened. You know, we bin very little. If you get a return on Amazon, it goes in the bin. That's it, done. So this is why I stick to G-strings now on Amazon. But I'll tell you, Amazon's a whole different story. Yeah.
I mean, that was actually packed. Well, I kind of broke down some outline questions. We have a few in the audience you can also ask maybe towards the end.
Okay.
So you said 10 years ago. So
yeah. There's been a lot of knockbacks. I mean, we've had, you know, we had to finance it all ourselves. So that was, you know, quite difficult, yeah? We did very well. We went on Etsy and did very well. We were doing about 2,000 a month on Etsy. And then we had Lazada, we had our .com, which we never pushed really because we were doing quite well on the other ones. And then we started doing merchant on Amazon, and we were quite surprised with the amount of stuff we were selling on merchant. So we thought, this looks really good, you know? And we invested a lot of money into making a whole big load of stuff, a whole shipment, and we sent it off to Amazon. And one of the things we realized, which if any of you are doing small amounts of stuff to Amazon, photograph it and video the packaging, yeah? Photo every single item you sell with all the SKUs on it, and video the packing, the sealing, everything. Because we lost a load of money with stuff that got nicked when it got to Amazon, yeah? Like a lot, yeah? And we, so we...
Speak a little bit louder. He's saying, what happened when it's...
So he's saying to
we had stuff taken
shipments.
on the shipment, the first big shipment, we had quite a lot of stuff missing. Missing. When it got there, it was missing when they listed it, yeah? And it still happens. We still have to video every single packing, and we photograph every single shipment. So we lay them all out on the table, we photograph all the way down, and we video the whole thing, and then we video the packing, actually video the whole process of packing it and sealing it. We check it, we count it out, we put it in, yeah? Because we still get it still happens. Maybe one or two. Normally if it's two, it's too large or too small. So they do take the stuff. You know, sometimes if I send them the pictures and the video, they replace it. They just give me the credit. Sometimes it's just one, I can't even be bothered with the aggravation, so I just let it go. But if it's two or more, then I go for it. But so that's one thing that I've had, and it's, you know, if you're doing small amounts of stuff where you can actually got some control over it. We also have all our own SKUs, and we have all the barcodes. We use Amazon's, we don't use... I use FASKUs because it's much easier, yeah? So we shipped this big load over, we lost a few, and it's, to start with, it was going really well. Really well, we were doing really well. And then we saw my product on Alibaba, on AliExpress, with our brand, everything else. And I decided to take AliExpress on with it, and I contacted them and I said, cease and desist, yeah? 2 days later, our site, our Amazon FBA started getting hacked, and they just hacked us for 2 years. I mean, they took our pictures off, they took our everything off. And you know, we were literally, it was a nightmare. I mean, I can tell you, we'd invested all this money in there, and they were just taking our stuff down every day. Every day there was something going. We had to go through all this. I mean, you can imagine how many SKUs we had. We had to go through every single one to see what was going. So we had that for 2 years. Then another trick they have is they actually buy, and you can hack Amazon FBA. You can hack it. It's
There's some
hackable.
people that have access to the catalog.
I had a guy actually hacked it in 2 minutes right in front of me. Went straight into my listing. He's very good at it, but he did it, yeah? So it's hackable, okay? So don't...
I mean, I think it's more because it's a catalog-based system, and there's certain, because it's not your listing. Others can also edit listings. I'm not sure exactly.
I was competing against a Chinese company.
Yeah, I mean, especially Chinese, they have
They got people
experience
I know.
and knowledge to edit
to do
listings.
it. Yeah.
and back.
Anyway, so that put a lot of pressure on us. It actually helped. Yeah, it was very distressing, and you can't believe how distressing it is. But yeah, and they also will buy if there's a big day coming, you know, like the quarter days, you know, the special days, Prime Day, they will buy your product. Yeah, all of a sudden you'll find, wow, I've sold 52 units, bum, 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 bum. And it will sit there, 60 units, all within 3 hours, yeah? And they've just nicked your stock. They've just shut your stock down from the Prime Day, yeah? 3 days later, they'll cancel the sale. So all during Prime Day, all your stock is actually sold. So that's another one you have to watch out for, yeah? This is when you know you're under attack. That went on for over nearly 2 years. So in the end, and then we had, as I said, lingerie is extremely difficult to sell. We had really nice models, really done properly, and that was fine. And then at about the same time, they decided that they wanted to change. I couldn't put models on anymore. So we got a dummy, and we put a dummy on, yeah? no, that wasn't that good either. It looks too human, or they just blocked it. So in the end, we got an old dummy, a China dummy. It's quite good, and we had it remodeled, resprayed in metallic silver. We had it done in. It's quite stunning, actually. We had it done. Yeah, we had it done in Honda metallic silver, got like dark silver. There is no way you can, or a bot can actually recognize that as a human being. Yeah. Right? So if you go on Amazon.com now, you will see 90%, well, nearly all our stuff is on a dummy, yeah? And it's my dummy, it's my girlfriend. And
AI.
Yeah,
AI.
but you know, you have to remember that every time we have a product, we have to take thousands of pictures of it, yeah? So we have our own studio, we have all our own equipment, we have lighting, loads of lighting, we have 2 cameras, we've got everything you can think of, backdrops, we've got everything, yeah? So we set up, and we have our own Photoshop, because we do, our photography costs are huge. I mean, every product, every item that we do, we have to photograph about 20 times. And then we have to have it laid out, we have to have it all different ways. So, and then we have to do it for Amazon, and then we have to do it for Etsy, and then we have to do it for the website. So every time we have a product, and we have, I think, over 300, 400 products. Well over that. I've lost count how many we got. Okay. So that was it. Anyway, so we died off a bit with Amazon, but they've been consistent. We don't spend any money on Amazon. We don't do any advertising on Amazon. We don't do any pay-per-click. We do nothing. It's all organic. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So that's Amazon. Okay. The last year we've been shut off, or the last year and a half really, we've been shut off from our sales in Thailand, because the government decided. Yeah, anything, any website, everything shut down.
Because of PayPal.
Because, yeah, but it's not PayPal. It was the government put pressure on PayPal to not take money. It was the government that PayPal couldn't do anything. They couldn't get anything back. So in the end, they shut down and created Thailand PayPal. So PayPal is not PayPal as you know it. It's PayPal Thailand. And Etsy only used PayPal. So basically, what the government did was they shut down all the online sales outside of Thailand for over a year. You know, you can still get a sale provided the buyer has got a PayPal account, but if you just click into this to buy it, no. And that in turn takes you down. I used to get 40,000 hits on Etsy a month. I'm down to 2,000.
Okay.
So, you know, we've now got Stripe, which is great. We put it onto our website, and it's starting to come up, and we're now putting a lot of effort into the website.
Which is good for building a brand.
Yeah, we're doing it because we rank on Google. If you go on Google, you'll see our pictures all over Google.
Nice.
So Lazada we had problems with. We had to shut down with Lazada because when Alibaba took over Lazada, which they did, as you know, we got blocked on Lazada because they said it wasn't our brand. And Lazada, we showed them all the branding and everything else, and they said, we don't know. We were just told by head office to shut you down. So.
Lots of war stories here.
But, you know, if you give up, you know, it's great. You've got to keep on going.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
apart from the fact I've got 100K in stock, I need to sell some stuff.
That Black Hat stuff was before COVID, because I remember we were talking about that before COVID.
I mean, Thailand was a fantastic place to manufacture from, if you could, because you had a lot of big pluses. Those big pluses have now gone. It's not easy. Staffing's not easy, very difficult. I employ Burmese now, just Burmese,
Burmese in Thailand?
Yeah, best going.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can't do the other end. I'm not going to say any more than that, but Burmese are the best. Both my workers are both Burmese. I produce twice as much.
Interesting.
Twice as much. I mean, literally twice as much, and never a fault. Okay. I take my staff straight from university, and then I train them. That way, they've gotten to know bad habits. I can train them to do quality work, not just run a machine through it. And unfortunately, that's what most of them do. So, and we get no rejects. Every piece is perfect, and you're welcome, any of you, to have a look at the product. If you can fault it, let me know.
Yeah, some samples.
Yeah. We make a wide range of stuff. We're now concentrating in G-strings because we have another site called Say It With a G-String, which will be a gift. It's a gift site, so you can buy for your girlfriend or whatever a monthly G-string that comes and sends to you every month. Yeah.
Oh,
so once we know your size, you can register as a member, and you'll get special discounts and everything else. That we were going to launch just before COVID, and then COVID came along. We lost our way of getting the product to the market. We couldn't send it because they got lost at the airport. We now have a fantastic system for America. We send for a private shipper. It flies into America. It then goes into the UPS system. I've never lost one package in over a year. Every package has got there, and it's been there in 10 days. No, I use Fast Ship to ship now. I don't use DHL anymore. It's crazy. Yeah, I've closed my account with DHL. I just use, because it's German. Yeah, they're gone cuckoo. I ship with PP Shipping. They're really good. I send it to Bangkok. It takes a day to get to Bangkok. It goes off up to a kilo. You're up to a kilo. You're okay. Anything over a kilo, you can't. It goes into a package with DHL stuff. They fly it into America. It goes into one Pacific place, and then you already get your tracking numbers the next day. As soon as you put it in, you get your tracking number within a few hours. So if you're on Etsy or anything else, you want to get them a tracking number, you've got the tracking number, but it's a USPS tracking number.
Yeah, I understand.
And we haven't lost one. Everyone's got there, and it's amazing how fast it's got there because we've stopped the blockage at the airport. Because Thai Post just waits till they've got a box for that particular destination, and it'll sit there for 3 or 4 weeks, and then you've got to refund the client because you haven't got the stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we lost hundreds of dollars worth when COVID was on.
So to clarify, so 1 kg, so this is for B2C shipping customers in the US?
Yeah, I ship straight from here. I use Amazon to fulfill my items on my website or Etsy. If I've got it in Amazon, I use that because it costs me the same amount of money. Yeah, I can take it straight from stock. I can have it in 3 days.
Okay.
So and you can ship it not in an Amazon box, and you can ship it with a not Amazon designated shipper. You can ship it with who you want, really. So you've got a lot more options now. So you don't have to have an Amazon box on it. And there's 2 ways of looking at it. If someone's bought off you and you want to boost your Amazon, then let them put it in a box and they can see it's come from Amazon. They'll go on the site and buy off there next time. Yeah. So I still get the sale, right? Or you can say, no, I'm going to keep this one separate because this customer may come back for some other items that not on Amazon. You know, only half my products, well, a quarter of my products are on Amazon.
Okay.
About a quarter.
All right, there's a lot here.
Okay.
This is pretty intense. I feel like it's kind of, some people are asking if this is at what level. I feel like we're a little bit advanced today, which is good.
Well, if anyone's got any questions, or
I mean,
wants
I have
any
some
help,
questions I'll go through, and
or
then maybe we'll
anything
get...
at all,
So,
I may have come across it, and I may be able to help you.
yeah, Ian seems like he's been through everything.
Because
10
I've
years.
started a company here. I can tell you, excuse me, that you have to scrub that one out.
Yeah,
that you're going to have to deal with when you
we'll
set
clean it
up a
up.
company here. Your accounting and bookkeeping, which is something like you've not ever seen before, and all the problems that you might incur, yeah, because we've had them. So
we say it's 10 years ago, it's like 2013, is that about right?
We actually started the company in 2013. That was when the idea was
And then
there.
Thai company, only Thai company.
This is only a Thai company.
Okay.
I'm the sort of person that looks into the future, yeah, on everything, yeah, and I covered myself. I like to have a back door, so I set up a company in the UK called Lingerie, and that's been sitting there. I did start it off with Amazon, yeah, but COVID came, everything. I still do my accounts every year and everything else, but it's still there. And if Thailand goes the wrong way, I can just shift the whole thing over there. I own everything, so I can just shift it over there. So I can set the manufacturing up here, but I can, the temptation at the moment to take Etsy, close my shop down on Etsy and reopen it from the UK is actually about to probably happen.
What a lot of people do is Singapore or Hong Kong. and then Thailand under those.
Yeah.
Because even this podcast, we started as a Hong Kong business
Yeah,
podcast.
I looked at, Hong Kong, I'm not happy about.
Yeah,
I'm
usually
not-
Southeast Asia is more Singapore.
It's a bit political. And
China and Hong Kong is more like that relationship, but usually if you're doing
it's too vulnerable. It's too.
Well, how about Singapore? Not Singapore.
Singapore, yeah, possible, but I'm watching to see what's going to happen in the West because it looks messy at the moment, and I'm just watching, both in America. I mean, I tend to follow more American politics and what happens in America because it affects me more than the UK, and what happens in America affects everybody more than anywhere else. So I study it every day. What's going on?
Collapse, right? First Republic.
I watch everything. I don't bring politics into my business ever, like some companies have done recently and got called. So I never bring politics into the business. So.
And then, so you talk about manufacturing.
Yeah.
So you have the same company manufacturing and selling. Same one Thai company for both.
Yeah, everything. We do everything in-house. We design it, we manufacture it, we pack it, we label it, we ship it.
Okay.
We don't sell to any stores. We market and sell all our own products.
It's only B2C, no B2B.
No, nothing. I
Even
could, but I don't want to because I was in the business. There's a tendency with businesses to undersell stuff if they've got to get rid of stock and they need money, and I never want my product undersold. I don't do sales. I never do sales. I don't discount. I don't do sales because it's very annoying when you buy something and you pay quite a high price for it, and then next day it's in the sale for half the price.
There's not pricing or MSRP stuff like this.
But at the moment, my plan is at the moment to completely redo my marketing. I mean, I've got websites that I'm going to set up, and I'm not going to depend on any of the outlets that we've been depending on, like Etsy. I'll set up my own outlets and do it that way. So I'm in control of everything. No one can shut me down. I'm not even going to go on YouTube. I'm going to use Vimeo so that they can't shut me down on that. I've just had my Instagram hacked, which I told you about. I've got a guy on. I've got a hacker hacking him now. So I'm just praying for a hacker to hack him.
All right, and then on my list is so we've already kind of talked a lot about some of these, but multiple channels. So you're still selling on Amazon US.
I sell on Amazon. I still am on Etsy.
I
am still on Lazada actually, but I don't even bother with it. My website I have another site called Say It with the G-String, which is not yet actually up. It'll be a subscription plus site.
And then seems like you're preferring your own website as a channel.
I like to be in control.
Are you doing paid ads on
No,
on your
I'm
website?
doing nothing at the moment because my website, if you actually see it, it's quite big, and I have to relist I'm redoing all my SEO and it's angeshow.com.
Just.com. Okay.
I'm redoing I'm going through the whole website. We're reshooting all the stuff, everything. I've done probably 15 more new designs, which are quite really nice. I bought one of them today.
Great.
And so I'm spending the next few months literally on a computer. That's why my eyes look like piss holes in the snow. On a computer from 7 o'clock in the morning till 6 at night. And I'm studying, I do 2 hours of studying AI. AI is really, I'm watching every single thing that comes out. And it's going to save me a lot of time. I bought Logico LO 6 months ago.
Logico.
Yeah. Now that is AI, but you have, it's more specialized to your product or your company. So you've got them for restaurants, you've got and they'll do all your SEO and everything, and you can do your heading, you put your keywords in, boom, 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 boom. It'll do everything that spreads. It's very good actually. I did a couple of listings with it just to see how they'd actually, you've got to do a little bit of engineering with it, just make it sound a little bit better, take stuff out.
What's the service name again?
It's called Logico. I'll give it to you. It's Logico AI. It's much more specialized. Yeah, I'll give you those. It's much more specialized in what I do or in marketing, you know. So I mean, they've got stuff for everything. You've got blog stuff, everything. It'll give you. I mean, you can basically write a whole story, you know, about your company, which is what we're going to do for the front, you know, for our about.
So if I could summarize, seems like, I mean, I think it's pretty much one of the best goals. You're getting your own traffic organically on your website.
Yeah.
For SEO.
Yeah.
Is that, so you have no paid ads, even Amazon?
I don't do any paid ads on anything at all. I mean, if I did, I'd do a lot more business, but I'm not ready to do that. When my website is like really crisp, yeah, and I've got maybe 3 other websites coming into that, which is what I used to have, yeah, then I'll have some backlinks. I mean, I'm studying SEO at the moment as well, so you never stop learning.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
never stop learning. Everything's changing every single day. I mean, it's moving with AI so fast that it is just quite incredible. I mean, staggering, actually. But yeah, I've just got a new one. I've just got a new one for Photoshop work. Really fast, really good. Sorry, I'm going on too much. Okay. Yeah, I've just got a new one for Photoshop, which is an app. It's really, really good. I've just done one picture with it and I was blown out. So if that works, I can save myself like days on Photoshop.
I mean, if you have all these models and all these SKUs and products,
Yeah.
and you can just AI generate
Well, we do video as well.
and video.
So we just taken Wave.
Yeah, you mentioned Wave too.
Really good, really quick. I mean, we've got Movavi, we have that. We've got the latest Movavi. We got quite a lot of software.
Okay.
But it all takes work, and you've got to be like quite reasonably skilled at what you're doing. Some of the new stuff, it takes that necessity for skill out. And we want to do a lot more demo products so that we want to actually show the product live. I bought a webcam which follows you around. It'll actually automatically, it's AI, it's 4K, and that we will use to create videos and online selling. So, you know, 2 years ago I wanted an online site on a website, and there was nothing then. Now, yeah, it's possible. Anything's possible now. So you have to re-look at everything you're doing and use it creatively to get the effect that you want. And if you can look into the future to see where it's going, you can be ahead of the market. I like being ahead of the market, you know?
Sure. I mean,
I've always been ahead of the market. You know, when I was designing.
You definitely seem like you're always studying, always learning.
I'm dyslexic, so I look ahead. Yeah, I'm always running ahead of myself, you know?
Sure.
Both my kids are dyslexic, both my sons, and they've both done amazingly well, you know? I mean, really well. So it's not a minus to me, it's a plus.
Okay.
I didn't do well at school, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, schools, I feel like it's less and less important nowadays, especially
Yeah.
AI and tech and internet.
Yeah.
So we'll open up to questions. So I'll just read out the domain for those. Like, Ange, ANGE, and then Denchu, DECHU.com.
Yep.
Yep. And is there other ways people would put a show notes? Is that the best place for you and your brand?
If you want to see probably more of what we do, there's more on that. There's more going on all the time, but we've got a lot to go on. I think we've got about another 20 products to go on.
Nice.
Maybe more, 30.
Okay.
So, you know, we're developing stuff every day. So,
I mean, that's the core of a product business, is designing products. Like I mentioned at the Canton Fair, I'm looking for new products.
you've got to have, you know, you've got to have unique products. I mean,
Yeah.
we were the first, not the first, but probably pretty close to the first people doing strappy body harness. Yeah. Now, you know, one of the things that is for 100% sure, sex sells. Yeah, it sells. We all need it, right? And if you can look fantastic with nice lingerie on, yeah, it's great, you know? So it's the one thing that will always sell. You know, if you haven't got much money, you go and buy the Chinese stuff off AliExpress. If you've got a bit more money and you want to give your girlfriend a really lovely treat, you give her our stuff. You know, we've got people come back every year. You can read the reviews. Come back every year for their wife because they love the stuff. Perfect. Australia, we send it to. America, you know.
From
We
Thailand.
did.
Or sometimes from US,
We send it from here because we make it especially for them, and then we do one-offs as well. So if you come to me, I mean, I've done It's maybe something America is probably going to be quite good market for, but we've actually made lingerie for men on several occasions. Oh. Some very famous ones as well. But yeah, we do. We make to order. So we can design and make for you. America looks like it's going to be a great market.
Yeah, for the trends, all the trends. New keywords for SEO.
Yeah. I've designed a few pieces already, and we've made some and sold them. But it's not an area that I particularly want to go into because I don't get any pleasure out of it. I love designing for women. I'm a designer, so I take the shape and I design my product for that shape. I also design clothes as well. Okay. So I do clothes as well, which are really, really smart. Yeah, great. Very sexy. You know, Asian women haven't got big breasts. Yeah. And they all get quite, you know, a lot of them get quite upset because they've got, doesn't mean to say you're not sexy, yeah? Asian women are very sexy. You just cut the back out, yeah? And then the back looks very sexy. You make the thing work well. You don't have to have big breasts to be sexy. You don't have to have big lips and a big ass to be sexy. You can, you know, Asian women look amazingly sexy. If you emphasize the product that they have, which is their back or something like that, they can look amazing, you know? You know, women are beautiful. You just got to make them, you know, it's like putting the wrong dress on somebody. You know, there's really badly designed dresses that don't make you look good. Don't wear them. Go and get something that looks good, you know?
Makes sense.
So, yeah, I probably have to cut all that out.
I think, you know, when we talked about earlier, and I should have highlighted it, in business and e-commerce or Amazon or any business, there's two major parts of the business. You said it, product and marketing. Of course, you can add sales, you can add in accounting, you can add in other things, but really, I think most e-commerce sellers say there's product and there's marketing.
Yeah.
But you need a good product. You know, you need a
marketing,
good product.
I still think marketing is more important than the product. People, look, everyone, you know, you have a restaurant, you've got 3 restaurants, yeah? One serves rubbish, yeah? You know, if you like food, one serves rubbish, one serves mid-range and one serves top range. Each of those restaurants will pick a certain customer. Some customers love eating rubbish, yeah? I mean, look, you've got McDonald's, Christ, you know, people go in there and eat. I don't know why, I won't let my kids eat it, but they do, right? And then you've got like the mid-range restaurants, which people will eat, and you've got the top range restaurants. If you change the chefs around, you've got 3 empty restaurants. So it's about marketing to who you're marketing to. You find who you're marketing to, find that market and concentrate on them. You know, my market is from like 21 to 50 and older, but just say 50. So I'm in that market. I'm in the market where I've got the cam girl wants a nice to wear, the stripper wants a nice to wear, the boyfriend wants to buy her a nice set because they're going away, they're getting married, they want a wedding set, which we also do. It's a big market, you know. I do really raunchy stuff. I mean, I do this, you know, I do the wet look, high cut, wet look stuff. So I've got a pretty broad market that I do, yeah. And it will appeal to a multitude of different people in that age bracket, yeah. I'm not going to appeal to the cheap end of the market because they can't afford the stuff. They're going to go and buy it from Alibaba or something like that, yeah? So I'm looking at the market that's got a little bit more money, or not necessarily, but wants a really quality product for their girlfriend's birthday or their, you know, don't want to give them something slung in a little plastic bag, yeah? And it's got to be nicely presented. Presentation's really important. You go to a restaurant, if it's just slopped on a plate, looks, yeah? You package it nicely, it looks good, you know? So, but marketing is the most important thing. You can have the best product in the world, but if you don't market it right, or if you can't get your marketing right, you know, and that's what I need to do. You know, I know my faults, you know, and I've just got to learn more and more every day. Every day I study it. But marketing is the most. I put both my sons through university in France on sales and marketing. I said to them, go and learn sales and marketing, because if you can sell something, you can make money. Because it doesn't matter what you sell. If you can sell it, you know, you can make money.
So just to highlight what he says, you know, a lot of people always wonder what product to sell. But he says who he's selling to.
You find your market.
Not what you're selling, but who you're selling to. Because you can sell the same thing your competitors are selling, but you're targeting a different person. the same product, but as a person. So I also do that. I think who is buying it.
Yeah, your product. I mean, you're selling to a certain type.
Yeah, this is a new
that's
bag
it.
we're working on.
Okay.
It's the Excalibur Brothers bag, but it's
This one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
sort of like travel and business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Businessman.
Well, I mean, that sort of thing does really well in London because they get on the tube with that.
Yes.
I mean, normally they've got little wheels on the bottom as well, so they can wheel it around.
wheels on this.
No, okay. But you get the solicitors going down there with all that stuff. The solicitors, lawyers.
Oh yeah, the roller wheels. I think maybe we open up for questions.
Yeah,
for a
anything.
bit, and then we'll go into networking. If somebody wants to add a question or a highlight or a point. Also, we can talk about your packaging.
How do you market? If you don't do any ads,
No.
and you do, is it like pure SEO?
Some.
So that's how
If you're on Amazon,
I don't do any ads on Amazon at all. Nothing.
right, so all.
Well, he's been around 10 years. I mean, sometimes there is organic ranking.
I've been on, if you go onto Google and you just go on to put sheer lingerie in, yeah? Go onto pictures, you'll see 8 of my pictures on there.
Okay, so it sounds like your keyword research is critical.
My?
Keywords.
Keyword research, is that what you're talking?
Use the keywords, yeah. I mean, when I started online selling, I didn't have a clue about SEO. I knew nothing. And our website was pretty, I mean, in terms of SEO or anything else, I mean, it was terrible. As you get more and you learn more, you realize how much important your meta tag and everything else. I'm starting to change them all the way through. I'm going through all my listings on the website. I was on page 1 originally. I dropped back to page 3, yeah? I'm now back onto page 2 within a month. So you've got different, you can play around with the keywords, like, I can put sexy G-strings, yeah, but I know, and I'll have maybe 6 on the page, or I can use a different, play around with the different ones. Once they click on that picture, they go through to another picture at the side on Google, and then you'll see all my other listings underneath, all my other pictures underneath. So what is important, that if you've got a product, you get as many pictures out. What I've learned is that you can organically get your stuff out if you create really good pictures and get them on somewhere, Pinterest, whatever, yeah? If you can get as many really good pictures and videos out, right, you will rank because those pictures will take you up there, and then
My instinct, I haven't looked at your website, but there's a couple highlights.
Right.
One is your site's 10 years old. So
right.
I think,
We got quite good.
There's
Yeah.
domains hosted that were hopefully never offline or pretty consistent without
Right.
links and images. Just by being older.
Right. Yeah.
So when people start a site and they give up, and they start a site and they give up, or they break it,
Yeah.
they don't renew the domain. So
Yeah.
just
Also,
keeping
things
in mind
like
for 10 years.
Trustpilot.
Yeah.
Trustpilot will also help you rank as well.
And then I think the second, I haven't looked at your images, but
They're not very good, by the way.
oh, they're not good.
My pictures aren't good. Oh, well, these, or what?
Well, I would feel like they might feed into Google Images, and I'm not sure how much of those people are just like looking at girls in lingerie versus customers.
Yeah,
Because there might be just people
No,
looking for girls in
a percentage are, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you've only got to take a small percentage of those people that are looking, right? And my pictures aren't as raunchy as the other pictures in there, right? And they're not very, when my ex-wife left, she was the photographer, yeah? And suddenly I had to learn photography, Photoshop, everything else, right? And we had a photographer came, and we were we didn't get great results from the photographers that we used, yeah? And again, finding models in Thailand you would think is really easy, yeah? No, it's not. I can get Russian girls down in Pattaya or Phuket, yeah? No trouble. But if I want Asian models, it's extremely difficult. But they won't do lingerie. No, they won't do lingerie. They'll do a nice dress, they'll do this, because then they can go on to, but they won't do lingerie. Very few of them. And a lot of the ones that will are too heavily tattooed. I mean, I've had some great girls, but by the time they're finished, they've got so many tattoos on them, it's like I can't even see my lingerie, yeah? So I don't take tattoos. I got one girl at the moment I've just done, she's got a tattoo on her. It's only small, I let it go. But I can't do tattoos unless I'm doing the really raunchy stuff, and then tattoos are fine. Yeah. So it's really how you play it. But I'm not a big one on tattoos anyway. Whatever someone wants to do is fine with me. But I don't want it on my website. Yeah. So, you know, we had a really great girl. We just spent so much work taking the tattoos out. And then by the time we were finished, she had them like everywhere, and we just couldn't use her anymore. You know, it just got too much. But yeah, then you've got, in Thailand, it's very difficult because you've got to tie, the model has got to turn up on time. The photographer's got to turn up on time. Yeah, everyone's got to, I can see he knows. Yeah. And they've all got to turn up on time, and that's really difficult because you're paying everyone by the day, yeah? And you want to do like a full day shoot, you know?
I just thought you talked about your packaging. So
Yeah.
if you're willing to
Yeah, okay.
about the packaging,
This,
'cause I think it's pretty
with the G-strings particularly, I mean, this is only one of our range of stuff we do, but it's probably on our biggest range. The reason we did this is because we can send them very cheaply, yeah? They're very easy to send. They're $33 each. They're nicely packaged. That's how you get it. If we send it off from here, it's all done in a beautiful, all done with bows and gift, everything. If we send it from Amazon, that's how it comes. So we do all our own print. Everything we print ourselves. We do everything there. When you send off to FBA, you can have your own. You have the barcode, and they'll send you you click down, you get your barcode, and then you just print it off there. So that's how you do it. And then you have to have your warning label. That's really important. If you haven't got the warning label on it, they'll just back it.
A warning for what?
The warning label. Because they think you're going to stick it over your head and commit suicide, right? It's America, darling, you know. So you have to have a warning label. That's important. We put a letter in which says thank you very much for buying our product. This is our website, and please give us a review. Yeah, most people don't. Yeah, they just want the product and that's it. So on the website and on Etsy we get more reviews. On Amazon we don't. But our reviews are all 5-star. So bar a couple which doesn't say anything. They just put 3-star or something like that.
Yeah, that's annoying.
But most of our stuff is 5-star. The other thing we find that when we sell on Amazon, we've got no way of contacting the client to make sure they're ordering the right size. Yeah. Now, one of the things when you've been in the lingerie business or the clothing business for 10 years is that most women will order the wrong size. Yeah. The men won't. The women will. Yeah. Because they think they're smaller than they are. Yeah. So we tend to get people saying it won't fit. Now we've asked them what size they are, and they've told us I'm a medium or something. So we don't list any sizes on. We actually put the measurements in inches on the product. So when we do Amazon, we put all the sizes, and we have a code that says your hip has to be 34 to 36 or 36 to 38 inches. Yeah. That way they don't get confused with medium. You know, I'm a real medium. No, there is no real medium. Every country's got a different barcode. Every country's a different size. So if we send all over the world, I go in inches and that's it. And it works okay. We do adjustable for the larger ladies, so we go up to about a 50 hip on our which is quite big. But that's the only things I do big ones for. Everything else I go up to UK XL. That's it. So I specialise in small sizes. That way I've got a niche in the market. The people that buy off me know I do small sizes only, and they'll come to me because they can get something for their girlfriend that is going to fit them. Yeah, and because you know, if you read other reviews, they say it's way too big, or it's way too small. So that's the other thing. So that's how we send our stuff. That's before it's packed.
Share someone.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
We also do like pajamas and teddies and things like that, which you're welcome to have a look at.
Okay. Any other questions, or we can just wrap up?
Any samples to try on?
Yeah. I did say I'm making men's ones. Yeah. Going to be a good market in America, I think. I'm looking into the future here.
There's like different lists of gender now. It's like a long.
It's going to be a big market.
All right. All right. With that,
Not sure there's going to be many men left.
New SEO keywords: transgender, lingerie.
Yeah, I have to use that. Yeah.
Lots of keywords. Okay. Well, thank you.
Okay, it's great. Anyone?
We'll go to network.
Sorry, I've never done this before, so I hope it went down okay. Hope it wasn't too boring.
No, you gave a lot of insights. Tons of stuff. And thank you to our sponsor, our returning sponsor, Mercury.com, online bank. Well, it's a real bank, but you can do it totally online for US. Our Blimp program participants are going through this as well. Thank you, Mercury. Travis is great there. He's been on our show. He's been in our events. We're going to have another event where we will have them attending as well. And if you want to get a little bonus for you and us, if you sign up and do some special circumstances, you can go to globalfromasia.com/Mercury. I also have a video tutorial that we use even for the Blimp people. I use the same exact video to learn how to use it. I hope you can check it out. Totally free. Why not? See you there. All right. Thank you, Ian, for sharing. Actually, this is my favorite kind of people to get on the show. He's on the ground here in Asia doing cross-border e-commerce and trade, and he's never been on a podcast before. I think he did pretty great. Let Ian know. And now, as I said, I want to go into our cross-border summit preview, what to expect, what's happening. Open borders, new beginnings. That's our slogan for our 5th cross-border summit. We're moving out of China. It's in Chiang Mai, Thailand. I am here right now, here at the venue. We've been working hard, very hard, for this upcoming cross-border summit. And it's a whole new world. We haven't had one since November 2019. We're gonna have 100 plus attendees. It's this beautiful venue. We'll show you some clips as I talk. What's gonna happen is we're gonna talk about, of course, the new world in Amazon FBA, the AI, working with cross-border trade, international business, B2B trade. Of course, the border in China is going to be open. We're going to bring top sellers from China to Chiang Mai here, Thailand, top sellers from around the world, from Southeast Asia, from the US, from Europe, from all around the world. It's going to be amazing event. We're putting everything we got into this. So again, this is going to be Thursday and Friday, 2 full days, November 16th and 17th, right here in Chiang Mai, Thailand. We got the venue locked in. So what are some topics we're going to talk about? Advanced strategies in Amazon FBA in this post-pandemic world. We're going to talk about AI. Everybody's talking about AI. We're going to have some experts. We've already been talking about this on the podcast. We're going to bring some great people. We're going to have some panels about it. Learn how to work with your team, with humans, with AI, with your listings in Amazon. Some other things we're going to be talking about is corporate structure in today's world. A lot of people doing business through Hong Kong or Singapore and mainland China, Europe, VATs in America and Canada. How to do all of these different global enterprise business will be an amazing topic. We're going to have top 8-figure sellers from China. A lot of my friends and people have been on this show. They're going to be doing different sharings about how they manage their operation with multiple offices around China, all their different brands, all their different strategies they're going to be sharing here in Thailand. We're also going to be talking about blockchain tech. There's a new system coming, and we will be debuting it a little bit there with some sneak previews and some gifts for people that come, as blockchain, we believe, is going to be more and more popular in cross-border trade and e-commerce. Of course, paid ads, PPC on Amazon, Facebook, TikTok. We're going to have some great people sharing the insights about how to do that. Also with AI, we got some friends that use AI with paid ads, sharing insights there. So be ready for that. And one of our favorite parts is we have top sellers from China coming, top sellers from the West coming. We're gonna have a nice panel like we usually do, where you can ask them questions. They can share the pros and cons and their differences of how they run their operations, because I've learned Chinese business is much different with their seller companies from those in the West. So that'll be an amazing panel. And then just generally is top value networking. This is an exclusive event. We have our GFA VIP members, we have our previous guests and people in this community sharing, and we only have limited seats. We will want to know more about you. If you're your first time coming, we want to know a little bit more about you, your business, and if you're the right fit to come. But we welcome experienced cross-border e-commerce sellers and traders to come to join us and network. There's been marriages from this, there's been business partners from this, there's been, of course, business deals done and new services formed at these since 2016, 17, 18, 19, and now finally, again, in 2023, grab this early bird offer. We would love to see you there. crossbordersummit.com, Visa, MasterCard, WeChat, bank transfer, whatever you feel comfortable. We take crypto too. Hope to see you there. I'm Mike McLean, the host at Global from Asia. I'm really excited for this one. Finally, post-pandemic world, open border, new opportunities. See you there. So for some of our ticket options, our general entry ticket, which gives you full access to those 2 days, our main event of all the speakers, all the content, our lunch networking, and our after parties. If you want to go big, you can get our VIP ticket, very limited amount, and what that gets you is a half-day mastermind the day before with a few of our top speakers coming, as well as our speaker dinner preparing for the event on that night before, and that's amazing value, plus priority seating. If you're a GFA VIP member, you're going to get a special price, longer-term swag bag, other benefits, as well as a guaranteed placement at the event. Also, if you really want to go bigger, we're going to have some workshops. Some of our top speakers are going to stick around the next day. You can book 3-hour small group training for an additional fee. Check the website for those prices, and you'll be able to get even more insights and training hands-on from these people while they're here in town. So lots of choices for you, lots of ways to make your business to the next level. Again, check it all out at crossbordersummit.com, and I look forward to personally seeing you there.
To get more info about running an international business, please visit our website at www.globalfromasia.com. That's www.globalfromasia.com. Also, be sure to subscribe to our iTunes feed. Thanks for tuning in.